and I am visible. So when we talk about SPSS software, SPSS, statistical package of social science, right? So when we talk about SPSS software, it is generally useful for quantitative analysis. So quantitative analysis, do you know the difference between quantitative and qualitative analysis? Anyone? Anyone?
Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Dr. Shamshad Begum from Manu, Hyderabad. So, quantitative is where you have a sample of a certain number and you do the calculation. Qualitative will be about the theoretical aspect, historical, or the value based quality of the research sample, which,
So do
if
we
I'm right, I
circulate?
think.
My question is, do we circulate questionnaire in case of qualitative analysis?
Please repeat the question.
Do we circulate questionnaire in case of qualitative analysis for quantitative research?
Qualitative, of course, qualitative, we generally, I think we do not do that much. Like case studies, historical or personality studies, like that can be done. Quality or a quality of an quantitative is, of course, mostly problematic maths based, and we have to find out the percentile, percentage, mean, median, mode, chi-square, and all that T test, what they do, ANOVA, ANACOVA, all that. Or let us know from you, ma'am. That would be more
Yes,
better.
can you hear me? Is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. So can I continue? So it's like when we circulate, it's like when we talk about quantitative or as qualitative research. In both the cases, we have to circulate the questionnaire. The only difference is in quantitative research, the number of questions, the close-ended form of questions are much more. Around 90% of questions are there, which is close-ended, 90 or 95%. Almost all the questions are close-ended in quantitative research. When we talk about qualitative research, only few questions, one or two will be close-ended, rest all are opinion-based questions or where we have to express our views. I hope it is clear. So basically in qualitative research, what we do, we circulate the questionnaire, and most of the questionnaire, 90 to 95% questionnaire are those questions which are opinion-based, open-ended, so that respondent can represent their thoughts. They can give their opinions. Now we have their thoughts in the form of words. Now what we are doing, we are converting these statements into close-ended. For that purpose, suppose we have a recorder, we record the statement, we have an interview, face-to-face interview with the respondent. So what you using? Hello,
Ma'am,
is
there
my
is
voice
a
audible?
network disturbance, ma'am. Your voice is breaking at times.
Oh my gosh. I hope whatever I had explained, it was audible. Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am, you can continue, ma'am. Now it is fine.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. You can continue.
Earlier also, what I had explained, it was audible to all of you. Whatever I had explained, the difference between quantitative and qualitative research. Why we are using this quantitative and qualitative research, and how to use this questionnaire form. I hope it is clear and there is no voice distraction, no technical glitches. So I'm assuming that
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
you have heard all the things. Yes, Dr. Shamshad ji.
Ji. Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Now I'm sharing
Understood.
my screen. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to share my screen. So let us start with the working of SPSS. So I am assuming that you all have SPSS software. So this is the software I will be writing over here, SPSS. So this is the icon of SPSS. Simply click on this. I have 25th version. I'm using this 25th version. It is taking a little bit time. It is in the process of opening. So when we open this SPSS software, as I told you, I will be using this version 25. And when you open this type of interface, you can see. Okay, so here you can see data view as well as variable view. So it is in the Excel format. It is not Excel actually. It is just like Excel, but you cannot work into Excel format. Okay, so here you have data view as well as variable view. So in the bottom left corner side, you can see the two tabs over here, data view as well as variable view. If you click on this variable view, it will be then highlighted into yellow color. And if you click on this variable view, all the variables you can enter here easily. So variables means whatever variable, whatever questions you have asked in the form of questionnaire, so that becomes your variable. Okay, whether it is demographic or whether it is survey based. In variable view, you can enter all the variable horizontally, and that will be reflected in the data view. That will be reflected data view in the column wise. Okay. So how many of you are beginners? Shall I start from beginning? How many of you are beginners? Because either we can go for testing, either we can go for entering the data. So which one do you want? Hello. Hello. Either we can go for entering or punching the data into SPSS, or we can go for applying the test. If you are beginner, then we can go for the first part, that is hello.
Ma'am, you explain everything in brief from the beginning.
Yeah. So can you see my Excel also?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible, ma'am.
Okay. It is into visual mode. So here is my Excel file. So this is the data. Just a minute. Report data. This is the data. Okay. Here we have gender, female, male. So there are two categories of gender, female and male. So do you know what type of variable is it? Is it string variable or numeric variable? Is it a string variable or numeric variable?
Generally, we write for statistics in numerics, no, ma'am?
It is not numeric based, no? It is a string. As there is a character. Character is not numeric. Okay, so we have to convert this into. So we have to convert this into numeric. Okay. So if you have the Excel file, then you have to convert these string variable into numeric. Okay. Getting my point? Kindly acknowledge so that I can move forward. Kindly acknowledge so that I can move forward. Voice is visible now? Hello, I'm visible now? And voice is audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, your voice is audible, ma'am.
Okay. Please answer so that I can continue with my session. So here we have string variable. First, we have to convert it into numeric variable, because for analysis purpose, whether we are working on Excel sheet, whether we are working on the SPSS, it includes some numeric portion, because this analysis part is done on quantitative based data, numeric based data, not for qualitative, not for string variable. So first we have to convert, we have to provide coding. So for male it is 1, for female it is 2. Okay, let us say, you can assume vice versa also. So what I'll be doing, for male it is 1, for female it is 2. I will be assigning. So how to assign? I'll be clicking on this filter, and what I'll be doing, for male it is 1. I will be clicking here male, okay, and then I will be punching 1 for male. Now again I will be clicking on this small tab, female, and now I will be selecting only female. So the data gives you only females. Only females will be mentioned, will be displayed on this Excel sheet. So what I'll be doing, I will be providing coding. So for female it is 2. Okay, I will be writing here 2, and then drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop. So automatically I have provided coding. For male it is 1, for female it is 2. In this way I have done with my task. Age is already in numeric form 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so suppose this is the questionnaire. I will be sharing the questionnaire also. Suppose the questionnaire. Okay, so gender we have already converted male and female into coding. Age group, so the next option is age, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, it is in the numeric form. So less than 18 we have already coded. Less than 18 here we are assuming that it is 1. 18 to 30 year it is 2. 30 to 40 year it is 3, and above 45 year it is 4. Okay, got it? Understood up till now? Please acknowledge, kindly acknowledge. Kindly acknowledge. Clear up till now? Now, next is job. Already it is converted into numeric form, right? 1 for private sector, 2 for government sector. Okay. Experience. When we talk about experience, it is 0 to 5 years, about 25, 6 to 15 years. So it is not converted into numeric form. So first we have to convert it into numeric form, or we have to decode it. Yeah. So now you can tell me how to give codings. So for 0 to 5, I will be selecting, and then all the data which is up to 0 to 5 year, it will be displayed over here, and here I will give coding 1. Okay. And then drag and drop. Then select all. Okay. Now I will be selecting so all the data which is related to 0 to 5 year will appear over here. 0 to 5. First, I will unselect this, then 0 to 5, and then I will be give coding in this way. In this way, I have converted. Again, I will select this. Okay. Now, when I apply filter, this time I will unselect this and give 6 to 15. I will select the 6 to 15 and give 2. Okay. For 6 to 15 years, I will be giving coding 2. Next is again, I will be selecting some other option. 16 to 25, I will be giving coding 3. Okay. And last, about 25, it will be 4. Okay. Now, I will remove this filter. So in this way, I have converted, I have given coding. These are Likert-based question, Likert-based, that is scale data. Okay, so this is the variable employee performance 1, employee performance 2, employee performance 3 based on 5-point Likert scale. That means strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. So here for EP2 and EP3, we can see that it is already in numeric form. But if we see here EP1, for EP1, it is in the mixed form, right? Strongly agree is there, 3, 4 is there. So let us convert properly into numeric form. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is already done. For strongly agree, I have to select this and give 5 as a coding. Clear? Or in this way, we have converted this data into numeric form. Quantitative data, metric data is there. I hope it is clear up till now. Any problem?
Yes.
I hope it is clear up till now. Any problem? ठीक है? Now we have to extract or we have to import this data. Where? Into SPSS. Okay. How to import this data into SPSS? I will save this entire file and desktop. I'll save this file, Excel file, import data 3. Just make see the name of this file, import data 3, because I will be using this import data 3 file for extracting or importing into SPSS. Okay. So in this way, I have converted the Excel sheet into numeric form. And now what I'll be doing, I will be opening this SPSS file, and now I will extract or I will import the data. So here we have the option of importing data. Can you see the format? How many formats it can take? It can take Excel format, CSV data, text file, SAS. So our file is in the Excel format. So I will be clicking here on the Excel format. I have to search here in the desktop. On the desktop, I have to search for import data 3, right? This import data 3. Now double click on this. It gives the preview. Just simply click on OK. And in this way, all my Excel data is transferred over here. The age, job, experience, EP1. See, can you see this? It is imported over here. Any problem up till now? Now, let us understand one by one gender. We have converted this gender. Which one? We have converted this, na? Import data 3. This was in the Excel format. So we have converted, na? We have given numbers for male and female, right? So we have to mention here gender. What type it is? Is it string or numeric? 1, 2, 3, 4 is numeric. So by default, it will highlight on numeric. With means the how many character you can enter. How many character you can enter. So by default, it is 2. As I told you, all the variables will be shown in the variable view in the horizontal way, and whatever variables are written over here, whatever variables are mentioned over here, it will be shown in data view on a vertical basis. See, gender, age, job, experience, EP1, EP2, EP3. So all these are shown in vertical way. So when I talk about gender, it is in the numeric form. When we talk about width means how many character, how many character you can enter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are entering only numeric data. So it requires only 1 character. So we can reduce it. By default, it is 2, and it is not going to affect our result. Decimal means up to how many decimal points you can enter, like 3.00, 3.45, 3.66. So if I use this, if I increase the decimal, point, that means up to 2 decimal point it will enter. Okay. So let us see for gender. See, it increased the decimal point, but we do not require any decimal point, so we can reduce it to 0. Label means if your statement is in the sentence form. See, suppose this is the statement. This is the statement which are measured on Likert scale. So you cannot enter the entire statement over here in the name variable. So what we generally do, if it is a statement part, then we copy and paste it over here in label side. So that means if you have a long sentence, then you can enter it into label side, or else in the name column, you can give the shortcuts. This is much more important value. Now you have to enter for each variable, you have to enter the variables. So 1 is for female, so you have to assign coding, assign values. So 1 we had selected for, can anybody tell me? For 1 it is male, and for 2 has been assigned to female. So this column is much more important, assigning values, and then click on OK. Missing is not going to affect the result. Column, it is simply the width size. You can increase or decrease, and it is not going to affect the result. And if I talk about this numeric variable, the alignment is right, and for string variable, by default the alignment is left. Okay, so it is not going to affect if it is as per your convenience how you show your data. Again, measure is much more important. So can you tell me measure, the measurement of scale? Can you tell me gender, whether it is nominal, ordinal, scale variable? Which one we have to opt? Which one we have to opt? Which one we have to opt? Or nominal? It's nominal. For age, for all the variables have to make changes. Again, age numeric which is not going to affect this. To provide less than 18 years. Two for 18 to 25. You can check it from your questionnaire. B for 18 to 30, I think. So I'm going to change 18 to 30. So I will be clicking on this and then change the and make this in this and go for change. 3 for 30 to 45. Okay. Add, and above 45 it is 4, right? Clear? And then click on OK. Again, it is nominal. Similarly, we go for job. It is numeric. We have to enter the detail. 1 for private sector and 2 for public. Okay. And again, it is not experience. But about experience, let us check the experience whether it is numeric form. Yes, it is in numeric form. But here it is coming string, so we have to select numeric because it is not string, it is numeric. So I have selected numeric over here. Now experience, for experience it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us check it from the form. Less than a year. I have to assign value over here. 1 is for less than year. Then we assign 1 to 5 year, 5 to 8 year. 2 will be assigned for 1 to 5 years. 3 for 3 to 5 years. And 4 for 5 to 8. Okay. And then go for OK. Again, it is a nominal scale. When it about EP1, EP1 is set for only as a carrier disagree. It is difficult. So here is kept in values as well. So we have to allot this 1 for strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, 3 for neutral, 4 for agree, and 5 for strongly agree. Okay. Okay. Now, since all these values are same, you just simply copy and paste it over here. But this can be done only in case when all the values are same. Otherwise, you cannot do this. Control C and Control V. So I have not spent so much of time investing this. So what I have done, I have simply copy and pasted over here. Now, which type of scale is this? EP1, it is based on Likert scale. So that means I have to select scale data. Okay. Everywhere I have to select scale. So in this way, what I've done, I have made changes. I have imported the data from Excel to SPSS, and now I will be ready for the analysis part. Clear? I hope it is clear till now. Any question up till now? Hello. Kindly acknowledge so that I can continue. Hello. Kindly acknowledge so that I can continue. Ma'am, is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So in this way, what we have done, we have converted, we have imported our file from Excel to SPSS, and we have completed the necessary requirements as per the SPSS software. Now, the question is, people doesn't know how to go for descriptive statistics. Okay. Do we have any idea regarding descriptive and inferential statistics? Can anybody tell me what is the difference between descriptive and statistical inferential statistics? Can you please let me know? I'm giving you only 5 seconds. If you can mute yourself and answer the question, because I want this to be interactive one. Is there any difference between descriptive statistic and inferential statistics? In SPSS, we can perform all the mathematical computation as well as logical computation as well as statistical computation. So generally, we go for statistical computation. Descriptive statistics means where you are describing your data. You are describing in the form of pie chart. You are describing in the form of tabular form. So 50%, 60%, 50% are male and rest 50% are female. That means you are describing your data in the percentage form or tabular form. When we show the table, it is helpful because it is easy to understand. To make it more presentable, we use chart. Okay. When we go for sampling technique, when we go for collection, when we go for collecting the data and we collect sample, on the basis of collected sample, we apply some test using t-test or parametric or non-parametric test and come up with any conclusion. So when we use this, so here we call it as inferential statistics. That means when the conclusion is based on some testing, hypothesis testing, we go for inferential statistics. So I will be taking this descriptive part right now. So how to calculate this, how to go for descriptive analysis. So there are n number of options: file, edit, view, data, transfer, analyze. So simply click on analyze. Simply click on analyze, and here you can see descriptive statistics. So descriptive statistics, under descriptive statistics, you have frequency. Can you see this frequency? Either you can use frequency or descriptive. You get the result in both the ways. So analyze, go to descriptive and go to frequency. So suppose you want the table of gender or age. So either you can do one by one or you can select the entire. Okay. So go for gender, double click or just transfer it into this box. Go to statistics. So if you want to know the skewness and kurtosis, you can simply click on this. Otherwise, it is not required. Otherwise, there is no need to tick on anything. Yes, if you want chart to be presented, Then you have to click. Now you have to remember one thing. If it is nominal or ordinal data, then you can select only bar chart or pie chart. And if you have the scale data, then only you can go for histogram. For scale data, you cannot select this by bar or pie chart. So this time our data is nominal. So I will be selecting bar chart and go for what values you want to be appeared over here in the chart. Frequency or percentage. Obviously we want percentage. Go to continue. Format, there is nothing to do with format. Style is also, we do not want any change in style, and click on OK. At one click you will get the result. See, so here it is in the tabular form. How many respondents are there? There were 60 respondents. No one is missing. Skewness is used for testing the normality of data, whether the data is normal or not. So how to check the normality? Normality means skewed base, bell shaped. That means the responses which we have received from the respondents, they are spread properly. It is not positively skewed, it is not negatively skewed. How to get the result? With the help of skewed. If the value is between -1 to +1, then it is skewed. If it is not lie between -1 to +1, that means it is not skewed data. So here we can see the test of normality is not proper. Also, we can see here in the tabular form, we can see here male, how many males were there? 5, and female were 55 out of 60. So obviously the percentage of male is minimum as compared to female. And we have showed in terms of chart. Here you can see chart also. Now how to represent a chart, how to decorate the chart? Double click on this. Now what you have to do? Right click on this, show data labels, because it has not shown the data labels. So you have to click on data labels. Double click on this and right click, show data labels. When you click on the show data labels, so automatically it will be appeared. See, 91 and 8.33 in the percentage form. And if you want, you can change the color of this chart also. So for again, you have to double click on this, and here you can see fill, right? So you can select this and double click on this. Okay, apply. See, we have changed the color. And if you want to change the color of both the bars, then you have to select both the bars and change the color. I am doing this one by one. I have selected this first bar, and now I'm going to change the color and apply. Okay. So in this way, and then in this way, you have got the result. Any problem in this? So in this way, we have got the output. So whatever we have changes, we have done the changes in the pop-up window. When we close that pop-up window, it will be saved in the output. Any problem up till now? Now, Anish ji, Dr. Shamshad ji, do you have any problem up till now? Dr. Banerjee, Dr. Shipra Banerjee, Dr. Hari Kumar, you want to ask anything? ज्योति जी, मंजुला जी, रेशमा जी, hello, Sneha ji, would you like to ask anything? Hello. Hello. Shall we continue or shall we continue? I hope it is clear up till now. Do you want to ask anything? Now, what I'll be doing, I will be taking some mathematical technique for SPSS. So this time what I'll doing, I will be opening this file. So marks. You can see the marks of students in the 5 subjects: Tamil, English, Science, Math, Social Science. So, will it be possible to perform mean, median, mode, or will it be possible to find out the total marks? Generally, we do it on Excel. So, do you know how to calculate the total marks? If I want to find out the total marks of Tamil, English, Science, Maths, and Social Science, what do I have to do? I have to add all this 5. Hai na? And if I want to find out the mean, what I have to do? I have to first total all the 5 marks and then divide. It should be divided by 5. Then I get the average marks. Are you getting? So how to go for mathematical operation? Simply click on transform. Under transform, we have the option of compute variable. Okay. Simply click on compute variable. Under compute variable, you have to first mention what is your target variable, because you are finding out mean, average marks of the students in the class. So this is the average marks. So what I have to do, I have to mention here average marks. So this is the target, matlab new variable will be created. And here what you have to do, you have to search statistic. You have to search here for the statistic. Here you have to search statistic. This is statistical. Click on this, and here under statistical we are going to perform mean. So double click on this, automatically the numerical expression will be displayed over here. Now you have to remove this question mark. One by one you have to select and transfer this over here, followed by comma. Again you have to select in English and comma. Again you have to select science and then transfer this and then comma. Or you can double click on this. Automatically it will be appeared over here. And then comma. And then social science, double click. And this should be followed by closing the back bracket. Okay. And then go for OK. So here you can see the new variable will be created, that is average marks. if you use your calculator, 86 plus 70 plus 74 plus 40 plus 86. If you are using your calculator, then you can add this 86 plus 70 plus 74 plus 40 plus 86. It is 356. And how this is the total of all the subjects. 356. Now we have to calculate the mean. It should be divided by 5. So 71.2. Again, at one click, we have found all the average marks of the students of 49 students at one click. Okay. So do you have any problem, any query? Please ask. If you want to learn more, or if you want any other detail, if you have the one-to-one discussion, then I will be happy, more than happy. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm giving time for discussion purpose. I want the participants to discuss with me so as to make the class interactive. So I was calling their name. If anybody wants to ask something, then please ask. Hello.
रात जाओगे तो आपके साथ प्रोग्राम कैसे होगा जमा करना पड़ेगा किस टाइम निकलोगा
Dr. Shamshad ji, can you please mute yourself?
अगली वाली
So I'm asking one by one. If you have any question, any query, can we have a discussion? Or you want to learn any other thing? Because I have incorporated basic level right now with the followed by descriptive statistics. So we have 5 to 7 minutes more. If you want to learn, then we can continue. Hello. 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 Ma'am, what should we do? Shall I continue or shall I wait for the participants?
Ma'am, you can continue, ma'am. No, you can continue, ma'am.
Now, if I want to, since this is scale data, so if I want to check the normality, then I have to go for histogram, right? So what you have to do, you just simply click on analyze. How to check? the normality of data, click on analyze, descriptive, and go for frequency. Now, since this is scale data, I will be transferring over here, and under statistic column, I will be selecting the skewness. And since it is scale data, what type of chart should be? Bar chart, pie chart, or histogram? Can you please let me know? It should be bar chart, pie chart, or histogram. Since it is scale data, so we cannot select this bar or pie chart. It is only for nominal and ordinal scale. It is a scale data, ratio or interval. For ratio or interval, we use histogram and simply click on normal curve. Because if you click on this, then it will show curve on bell-shaped data. Click on continue and OK. So in this way, we have got the result of Tamil subject. So here is the frequency and percentage, and let us see the diagram. So since it is well shaped, we come to know that the data is normal. That means all the responses of the respondents is equally distributed. There is no, we cannot say it is either on one side, left hand side, or right hand side. It is neither positively skewed, neither it is negatively skewed. It is skewed data, that is well-shaped data. That means responses are spread properly. So with the help of this, we have checked the normality of data. Okay. So my part is completed. Because only one part was remaining. I want more discussion because in the interactive class, we generally go for discussions. So I am expecting discussion from your side, the problem, the query from your side, so that I can answer it. So from my side, it is over. So if you have any query, please let me know. Any query from your side? I'm waiting for your query.